Welcome back to the Dragon Den. My loyal Dragonites, King of Dragons 5000 is back with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Series Greatest Hits Batista. So here we have the Greatest Hits Batista pose and out of the packaging, and to me it is a mixed bag. But before I get ahead of myself, let's run through his accessories. Batista does come with 2 pairs of hands, as well as his hat and sunglasses and his vest. Other than that, Batista here doesn't come with any other accessories, so with that out of the way, let's move on to his details. Mattel has done a really good job with the Greatest Hits Batista, giving us an original figure and bringing it with a new articulation scheme. Although seen as a general meme, Bluetista here looks fantastic, with some exceptions. Taking a look at the head sculpt, this is Mattel's best Batista head sculpt, and I have to say it does look a lot like the character. The photoreal on this face sculpt is perfect and matches everything you would expect Batista to look like. However, the paint in the hair is where this figure probably fails the most. You can see on mine there is a lot of chipping in the hair paint, which is very unfortunate, and that was caused by the hat. It wouldn't be so bad if they were small chips, but these are really massive chips and it is very unacceptable. But oddly enough, Mattel did erase the bald spot that Batista had on the original figure. As far as his body goes, Batista is using that really squared off body that was made specifically for Batista. I think it's perfect for an older Dave Batista, and I absolutely love the tattoo work that he has on. The sun on his belly button looks really impressive, and I love the star work on the left side of his body. And on his back we do get that very elegant dragon tattoo with all these intricate details looking really good here on Batista. Finally, on his shoulders and upper bicep, you can see his tattoos are done very nicely on each arm. However, his tattoos are cut off mid-bicep as he is wearing blue sleeves. And the sleeves are just done in blue plastic and they do look really nice. And on his hands you can see more tattoo work, which is a really nice detail. Bluetista is wearing his signature blue tights, which unfortunately they're not as muted as they're supposed to be. His actual ring gear had a more muted blue trunks. Now this figure does carry over that same mistake that the original figure had. And on the back of his trunks he is obviously missing the Gracie Jiu-Jitsu logo for copyright reason. And from his hips down to his knees, Batista does not have any other article of clothing. However, Batista is wearing blue knee pads with a black stripe on the top, as well as these blue leg sleeves. And then he is wearing lighter blue boots, which look really nice, and I especially like the design work on them. We have these nice clasps on either side which look good, and then his boots do have white soles. Paint issues on mine aside, this is still a really impressively detailed figure. And just like with the original release, Mattel did take a lot of care putting all these tattoos on Batista, and they look phenomenal. So with his details out of the way, let's compare Bluetista to our usual suspects. Here we have Bluetista posed next to Marvel Legends Cyclops and DC Multiverse Superman, Mattel's WWE Elite Series and Mezco's 1/12 Collective Popeye the Sailor Man, the Lightning Collection White Ranger, and the Star Wars Black Series Mandalorian. Not true 1/12 scale, but Batista will scale nicely to the rest of your WWE collection. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's move on to his articulation. Bluetista does have a ball joint in the head, arms go out to the side and do a full 360, bicep swivel and double hinged elbows, swivel hinge in the wrists. He has an ab crunch as well as a waist swivel. Legs do kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have an upper thigh swivel. Double bend in his knee, swivel at his boot, hinge in the ankle, and a slight rocker ankle. So his articulation is in line with other Elite figures, which I absolutely love that. So with everything said and done about the Greatest Hits Bluetista, let's get him posed for my final thoughts. So here we have the Greatest Hits Batista pose for my final thoughts, and overall I really do like the figure. However, it is kind of hard to ignore the glaring issues that mine has. The paint on his hair is really terrible, as it does chip just for putting his hat on. I'm not sure if it's just my figure or if it's a universal issue, but that is something to be concerned about. But other than that, everything else on Bluetista here is actually really good, from his detail to the joint tightness. I think it works here perfectly. Batista was never the most agile character, but I do feel like the articulation works on this figure. The accessories here for Bluetista are fine. I could have done without the hat and glasses as well as the vest because he didn't really have them on when he wore this outfit. To be quite honest, I would have preferred more hands and maybe an alternate head, but overall this is still a really good release from Mattel. The Greatest Hits line is a way for you to get older figures. Now, I unfortunately passed on that original Bluetista figure, so this is the first time I actually have the figure in hand. I still like it because it's a very iconic attire from Batista, even though the internet did make fun of it. At the time I'm making this video, the Greatest Hits line is starting to hit stores like Walmart and Target, so be on the lookout for your Greatest Hits Bluetista. So with that being said, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out all my other WWE videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my fellow Dragonites coming from the Dragon Den, I'm KingofDragons 5000, reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.